Well, hello again. After 2 months of not knowing anything about me, where to start? First of all, on June, which was the official month that the Blue Lock animation should have been released, a friend of mine invited me to an animation festival. Aquí en México, de hecho, la verdad fue bastante cool. And, which by the way, I should make a video about it because I learned a lot of things in that trip. And the idea was for me to finish the whole video, the whole animation while I was on the hotel room and not in the festival. But things happened and I lost all the progress of the animation. That was the first hint that maybe I should have just quitted that and move on to the next thing. But I refused. And my idea was to redo the whole thing again. I even made an announcement on my Ko-fi page for my supporters. Sorry about that, I messed up. And talking about the Blue Lock animation, I just realized how hard it was to really animate something in other style that you are not really familiarized with. Not only the style of the characters, but also the animation in general. You may have seen Blue Lock before and realized that, well, as the anime is mostly, intern monologues, characters often are seen in slow motion. And to be honest, making like 10 or 15 shots where the characters are barely moving and you need to redraw almost exactly the same drawing to the previous frame to make the illusion of slow-mo, it's kind of tiring. I ended up burned out of just feeling like I was not animating at all. Animation is like the illusion of movement, but this type of scenes that I choose really were like I was struggling in the whole process of not moving at all, not making progress compared to my previous animations, Add to that the fact that I also was working on some commissions with specific deadlines. Another hint that maybe I should take my time and not continue with the Blue Lock animation, but anyways. The whole thing here is that while I learned a lot of things, I also felt really disgusted about the whole process in all sincerity. Did some of you guys watch Haikyuu here? Well, there's a part at the start of the anime where this character Kageyama literally tells the protagonist like, what the f*** were you doing all of these past 3 years? And I really felt that, man. I felt exactly that. While I was watching all of these talented animators out there doing crazy shots, doing speed battles, doing lots of movements, here I was doing slow-mo shots, and I want to clarify that this is not because of Blue Lock in general, but because of the shots that I chose. And I genuinely lost 2 months of improvement just to finish this project because of my pure ego of finishing things. Like literally, I wanted to make an animation reel and I realized that all I had was animation of this unfinished project and animations that I couldn't show because they are commissions from VTubers that are gonna debut in like 1 or 2 months, so I gotta keep those animations in secret. And I want to tell you something. Sometimes you just gotta take the L, man, and not finish or complete some projects if they are gonna hold you back. It's not really worth it. Another thing that I learned about all of this is that you gotta have your priorities clear. What do you wanna do now? Or what's the most important thing that you gotta do? Maybe it's learning, maybe it's developing a skill, maybe it's doing a project, maybe it's working and money. If I just, took my time to really think and journal about it, I will be in another level, I tell you that. Because then it will happen to you the exact same thing that happened to me. Which was that I got into a lot of works and animations that I really couldn't show and that they didn't really help me as much as pure practices do. So yeah, what now? Well, now I gotta look in. YouTube is not my priority and I'll talk about that in a second. Commissions are not my priority either. Animation is. I am an animator, that's what I do. So I gotta get back on track, and to be honest, I feel like I'm capable of finishing the project that I didn't do on February. The Stickman short film that I ended up replacing with the other Stickman short film. And yeah, about YouTube, I don't wanna do daily videos anymore. I love doing videos, I love editing, and damn, I even love making the script for videos like this. I'm not that good at improvising and talking to camera without, one script. And you saw that, hear me struggling with that. So I'll just keep the pace down a little bit maybe one video a week or something like that. But a video that I genuinely like to do and that can have some good knowledge for you. About the coffee page, just don't follow me on that thing anymore, please. I really don't want to disappoint more supporters that I have there, and because I feel like I owe you. The same supporters of the Blue Lock animation will be also credited on the August animation without paying. Sorry about the whole burnout thing. I kinda feel like a scammer if I'm being honest. But yeah, that will be it for today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys understood what I have been going through. And we'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.